credit card companies, and as I told you, I cut up my credit cards and I'm paying those things off because we're getting out of that, aren't we? Anyway, so here's the thing. My credit card company, one of them, they sent me a check, right? And I'm thinking, did I pay? Because I always pay, over the amount in order to get that debt off, to pay it off, period, never going back to debt again. Debt is an strange person I never want to know again. Here's the thing. Credit line increase came in a form of a check, and it charged me $20. So what it did, it gave me $250 of a check with a $20 service fee in order to increase my line to a certain amount. But as soon as I would have cashed that check, it would have been on my credit line, right? Meaning that like I would have used $250 off my credit card. And I was sitting there at the bank. I went up to the bank and I looked at it and I stopped. And I gave it to the bank teller and I said, doesn't that look weird? And, she's kind of like, well, sir. And she took it. She's like, yeah, that does look weird. It's a credit card company? And I said, yeah, I think it's a refund check like I paid over. She said, I said, hold on, let me look at that again. Then I read the fine print. Don't you gotta read the fine print? It was a credit line increase of a service fee of $20, but then in the same token, they gave me $230 in check form. This is used as walk around cash that will be subtracted from my credit card. I didn't pay over the amount, right? Because I'm like, how did I pay over the amount? Even though that card has been zero for a very long time, right? Because I had 3 credit cards, they're all cut up now, but that card I've never really used, and then all of a sudden I'm like, did I accidentally pay on that card? And they're sending me a refund check. So I just want you to be cognizant of what's going on here in the credit world, guys, because as we get smarter, as we begin to kill debt, they're getting smarter too, right? In order for you to stay in debt, because this country is ran by debt. And so when you get out of debt, no one owns you anymore. No one owns you anymore when you get out of debt. You're no longer a slave. So they're thinking of other ways to make you a slave, and they almost got me. But even though I would have cashed that check, I would have paid it off quick, fast, in a hurry, but I'm glad I didn't have to go through all of that once I read the fine print. Because the only thing I was looking at that check like, oh, I must have paid over. You know me, paying over. That's what I do. Then I read, This is Ross. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and watch your own credit card companies. And I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but I want you to cut up your credit cards. Keep your debit cards. Cut up your credit cards. And you're like, no, I'm so attached. I love Mr. Debt. I love Mr. Debt. I want to keep him in my pocket. Mr. Debt loves you too. I'm out.